All right, and yes, like I said, it is now several hours later. I decided to take a nap, get a little bit refreshed, but now we're gonna be unboxing the PlayStation. And you know what? I'm kind of new to this unboxing thing, but we're gonna do things my way. So let's get into it. So let's start off with the box. So right here we have the PlayStation 5, the disc version that takes physical media, and again, similar to the controller that I had unboxed last week. This box is very simple, has a very classic Sony look. Right here in the corner we have 8K, 4K at 120 and HDR. Now I have a 4K HDR compatible TV. I don't have an 8K TV, and my TV is not capable of doing 120 hertz, but that's okay to me. I care more about resolution. So 8K I think is far off. 4K HDR is all I really need, as long as the games are faster. Looking at the top of the box, just plain and simple. This nice blue that Sony likes. This says PlayStation 5, Sony. Looking at the side of the box here, all we see is Sony, PlayStation 5, very minimal. Back of the box, play like never before. What does it say? Lightning speed, breathtaking immersion, and stunning games. And I mean, what more could you ask for when it comes to a console? I think that's pretty much all I need, huh? So then, without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. So like I said, this is my unboxing, so we're gonna do it my way. So right up here at the top, I do notice there's a little bit of tape here. I have my trusty unboxing knife. There you go. Surgical cut right into the box. Let's put this away for now. Now, if you remember when I unboxed the controller, this seems like there's a box inside of a box, and this is probably a sleeve. So I hope it's not too tight like the way the controller was. So, all right, just as expected, this was just a big sleeve, and there's the box on the inside. Very similar to the way the controller was packed, and just as typical Sony fashion, very simplistic, clean, minimal, and I actually like it. It gives it a good look. Now turning the box around, looks like we have a pull tab right here. And interesting, as we get into it, we see some instructions here. So what does that say? First pull out the, I guess, a top box, and then lay the console flat with the handle portion facing up. Interesting. So everything is super compact in here, but yes, indeed, as the box intended, there's a box on top of the other box. Okay, so let's start off with that first box that was on top. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so we have a traditional quick start guide right here. Here's the quick start guide. Some more paperwork in different language. Let's put that to the side. Here we have the power supply and the power cord, and I guess, yeah, okay, so it has, like, I don't know what this is called, the infinity cable or the figure 8 power supply, but I actually really like this power supply. I think the PlayStation 3 might have had it, as well as the PS2 definitely had it, and I was always a big fan of it, so it's good to see it return to have the regular figure 8 or infinity power supply. Now I know that's the controller. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, yeah. Definitely wanted to check this out. So this, if you guys don't know, is actually, let's get in. The stand. Very, very interesting design here. Huh. So, and it turns. Awesome. I'm interested to see how it's gonna work out. Here's like the little area for the screw, and yeah, very interesting. Very interesting here. Let's see what else. I think I saw something else in here. All right, of course, the high-speed HDMI cable. This is the only HDMI cable that will allow you to do up to 120 hertz. Like I said, not really an issue for me right now, as I don't have a 120 hertz capable TV at this point in time. But you know, I would always prefer to use the cable that's included with the console. They usually work the best. So here's HDMI cable. Now right here, similar to what I had before, not really expecting anything different. Second DualShock controller, and again, yeah, just as I expected. And yeah, this is really an awesome controller. I know I've already done a video on it, but this is a really fantastic controller here. So we have the DualShock or DualSense controller. Interested to finally see what the haptics and everything feels like. And then there's another compartment here. Oh yes. Okay, this is really important. This was a shocker to me that this controller is not cheap. And when I bought the secondary controller, which I have sitting in the corner there, it didn't include a charge cable. So this is a typical USB Type-C to the regular USB-A charger. That's another thing that's really exciting about these controller, is a USB Type-C controller now, which is fantastic. So finally a charge cable, but it's unfortunate that I have a second controller and still only get one charge cable, the one that's included in the box. Come on, Sony, when you buy a brand new controller, why do they not include the charge cable? It makes absolutely no sense. But anything else in the box? No, that's it. So here we are, everything that's included within the box. Pretty minimal. You don't really get much. Just the absolute bare necessities. I'm just grateful that they actually included a charge cable. It's shocking that my other controller did not include a charge cable, but it is what it is. So now with that out of the way, let's get to the main star of the show. And here we are, I'm holding the PlayStation 5 in my hand right now, and I have no idea what is the bottom or the top. I can't really tell. The PlayStation 5 has some decent heft to it, but actually all the hype about how heavy it was, it doesn't feel as heavy right now in my hands. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. It is a lot taller than I thought, and I knew it was going to be tall. Here's the disk drive here. But wow, after having it here in my room, now I really get to see its sense of size. And it is big. They weren't lying. This is a very big console. But you know what surprises me is when you see it in person, all the promotional material doesn't do it justice. When you see it in person, this is a really sleek and good looking console. It actually has a little bit of a curve here, which kind of brings it in a little bit. And wow, I guess I didn't really appreciate that on the promotional material. So pretty minimal around the sides. Here's a PlayStation logo and it's etched in there. Awesome, that's cool. And we have this glossy center, which is definitely going to be prone to gathering dust. Sony right here in the corner. Now looking at the front, we have a USB port. Right here, we have a USB Type-C port. And then we have actually some physical buttons. One is power and one is eject, I'm assuming. Here is the actual disk drive. Let's take a look at the back of the console. A lot of vents, a lot of ventilation, which is good. 2 USB ports, Ethernet port, an HDMI port, and the power port. Very, very simple and sleek. I am very impressed with the way that this console looks. Let's see if I could figure out how to put that stand on. Okay, so the installation of the stand is done. All you needed for assembly was a scalpel. I used the back of a scalpel as a flathead screwdriver, and it did the trick. So yeah, look at that. Console looks really nice in the vertical position, and that's the position I'm going to keep it in. And there you have it. PlayStation 5 with its stand, the full-on edition that includes the disk drive. So I can't wait to power it on and provide you with my impressions and first thoughts. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.